Wir können es ja nur ganz kurz ausleihen und gleich wieder zurückbringen. Wir gehen mal ganz schnell zu Eldun. Toll, der ist nicht da. Gut, dann müssen wir uns wahrscheinlich doch erst noch weiter umgucken. Books and papers are scattered around the room. Wow, what a mess. This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglar must have left in a hurry. Even the cup on the desk here is lying on its side. Oh, the juice that spilled out of that cup, it's dry. So the messy one wasn't our burglar just now. Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it. Sieht aber nicht unbedingt aus wie Juice. Achso, ja. Ich wollte das jetzt nicht unbedingt nochmal aufmachen. Ich habe mich nur gewundert, warum dann Kreis war. This potted plant has seen better days. That doesn't make sense either. What doesn't? Normally burglars are looking for valuables, right? That's true. That's what I would do if I were a burglar. So why look under a potted plant? Maybe they were looking for the key to the safe. I've heard of people putting their house keys under plants, but the key to a safe? Then maybe the burglar was looking for the house keys. This is getting nowhere fast. Ja, echt sehr hilfreich, Trucy. Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb is broken. Broken? Moment, wer hat das gesagt? Ach, Trucy. Broken? Don't you mean burned out? No, our cat burglar must have dropped it. But why is it standing up on the floor like that, then? Hey, look at the cord. Huh? There's a red splotch on part of the cord. You think that's blood? It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish. Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. Lass mich mal gucken. Wo ist denn hier ein Red Stain? Ah, da. This cord runs to the lamp. It has a red stain on it. Das sieht ja fast irgendwie aus wie Lippenstift, aber ich meine, wer sollte so ein Kabel küssen? Oh, was könnte es denn noch sein? Gotta wonder what left that stain. Wait, I know. Maybe it was left there by a red marker. Like they were trying to write their name and slip. Why would anyone write their name on a lamp cord? I used to write my name on my magic ropes. Yeah, but that's not a magic rope. The bulb is broken. It won't turn on. Oh, how is it broken? Don't touch that. You'll cut yourself. Yeah. Fool me once, shame on me. But my finger. You're bleeding. Let me see that. Wait. Magic blood. Gotcha. Please don't do that again. I have enough to worry about without my coworkers injuring themselves on the evidence. Vielleicht hat der Doktor mit Alita Würgespiele gespielt. Das wundert mich jetzt aber wirklich. Was kann das da sein? Wie gesagt, am ehesten sieht es irgendwie aus wie Lippenstift. Aber warum sollte Lippenstift auf dem Kabel sein? Selbst wenn ich mit dem Kabel jemanden erwürgen würde, würde das dann ja an dem Hals sein und nicht irgendwie auf dem Mund landen. Hä? Komisch. Kann ich gar nichts mit anfangen. Ich glaube, das war jetzt alles hier. Gibt es hier noch was? These must be the slippers for patients at the clinic. The same as the pair we found, of course. Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here, too. And ours have paint on the bottoms, which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder. Right. The paint's from the hit and run, after all. But what were a pair of clinic slippers doing in the trash can? And what were they doing at the scene of the hit and run? Gibt's hier sonst noch irgendwas? Glaube nicht. The plate on this door reads doctor's office. That was pretty intense, wasn't it? If we'd gone in there 1 second earlier, we might have met the burglar. But, Apollo, what would we have said if we did see them? We can't exactly shout out, hey, who are you? It does lack a certain punch. Let's think of something cool to say for the next time we do meet a burglar. Ich hoffe eher, dass wir einfach nicht jemals einen Einbrecher treffen. Bestimmt ist Eldun jetzt da und wir brauchten noch die... Nein. Vielleicht können wir das ja mal... Dingsy hier zeigen. I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how did you know? You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Next, you'll have us analyzing face prints. Let's ask the Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. Können wir machen. Genau, wir wollen dir ja noch das hier zeigen. These sandals, that's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is what? All you need is a sample of the same toe print of another shoe, for instance. So, das haben wir ja schon. Do we have another shoe worn by the same person? Na gut, jetzt habe ich ja... Detective Scott, can you compare this sample with this other print? Das wollte ich eigentlich andersrum machen. Erst die Slippers zeigen und dann die anderen Schuhe. This pair of slippers, the toe print and all. Oh, the print on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo. Gosh, I'm good. Sagt die Frau, die vorhin nicht mal hier den Gips in die Fußabdrücke füllen konnte. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. A perfect match. The same person wore these, sandals, and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Oh, die zeigen wir bestimmt Walkie und er sagt, dass die Alita gehören. Or do you already know? I can't say, not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. Detective Sky, I was wondering about this. Druzy, wait. What? That's vital evidence there. You can't show her that. That's our secret weapon in tomorrow's trial for sure. Oh, clever, Apollo. What did I tell you before? If you're going to talk behind someone's back, do it quietly. Ist Eldun jetzt vielleicht mal da? Dann versuche ich es mal im Detention Center. Well, the time of the decision is upon us. Which one of our two jailbirds do we want to talk to? Excuse me, both detainees are currently in questioning to corroborate their accounts. Mr. Stickler and Walkie, both of them. I pity the questioner. I guess we'll be back then. Oh, toll. Oh, jetzt weiß ich wieder nicht, was ich machen soll. Gucke ich nochmal bei Emma, ob wir noch irgendwas mit ihr reden konnten. Bunsekishima, Shibarako Omachi kudasai. Genau. Man hört nur Schreie im Hintergrund. Ja, wahrscheinlich die Schreie einer armen Person, die befragen muss. Was ist denn mit der Lampe hier? Say, could you take a look at this lamp? The bulb's broken. Right, strange, isn't it? Really? I break bulbs all the time. My desk is a mess and my lamp is always falling over. Not too bright, huh? Ouch. I still think it's kind of odd. Also die neuen Sachen, die wir jetzt haben, sind das hier, das und das. Das haben wir hier schon gezeigt. The prints on these slippers and these sandals match, which they do. It means that the same person was wearing them. You know, I thought that's what it might mean. Science is amazing. It is, isn't it? I've never felt so alive. I don't know about science, but this is a major lead. Christian, sowas sagt man auch nicht mehr. Da gucken wir mal, wem wir die Sachen noch zeigen können. Oh. Phoenix ist da. Ah, the prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? Ach, ich habe Autoplay an. Ich habe mich schon gewundert, warum es immer weitergeht. Ja, das fand ich auch interessant. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago, please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news, I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes, he was only 17 years old at the time. 17 years old? That's still high school. He took the bar exam abroad, in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know. I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How could that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. I want the old Phoenix Wright back. But what about what happened in my first trial? Didn't you notice, in today's trial, there was a single piece of forged evidence? I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed, a naughty magician's trick. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence, maybe I didn't. Diese so eine Hobo-Phoenix. Ja, wie gesagt, in den nächsten 2 Teilen ist der alte Phoenix wieder da. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright, looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery for now. Kannst du uns dazu was sagen? Oder dazu? Oder dazu? Da vielleicht? Das? Alles nix? Ich schätze, dann können wir weitergehen, oder? As a father, I'm wondering, why are you still carrying my daughter's panties around in your pocket? That'll teach me to show off my evidence to Mr. Wright. I mean, he's got a point there. Können wir jetzt bitte endlich Eldun zurückhaben? Immer noch nicht. Was muss ich jetzt noch machen, ey? War hier noch irgendwas? Ah, so that was what led you to the guilty party. Yes, thanks to you ripping the mirror off the car, I was able to deduce the... You make a good point, Apollo. In fact, it could be said that I'm to thank for finding the criminal. Think what you want, Mr. Wright. Knock yourself out. Okay, das war erstmal alles. Ich glaube nicht, dass es hier noch irgendwas gibt. Bottle of Mr. Wright's favorite brand of grape juice. Me, I haven't been able to touch this stuff since that first case. Not a problem for Mr. Wright, apparently. swaying, spiraling staggered DVD case. Better stay aware with no crashing, cascading. He's been left on. Looks like the steel samurai is in spot trouble. So it's bad minds, messy, Tracy must clear him after him at home. Ja. Nee, gibt's auch nichts Neues. Also hier gibt's nix. Aber der ist auch nicht da. Da ist nix. Häng ich jetzt schon wieder fest? Da haben wir eigentlich auch nichts mehr. Hätte ich jetzt gesagt. Oder habe ich hier noch irgendwas übersehen? Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, wir müssen jetzt halt noch Walkie den Schuh zeigen und Eldun des Dings. Nur, dass die beide gerade nicht zu erreichen sind. Doch noch irgendwas mit Emma? Nein, da will ich nicht hin. Oder hat er was zu dem Handy zu sagen? Ne, ich hatte ihm ja jetzt auch, glaube ich, alles gezeigt. Vorhin, glaube ich, einmal alles durchgegangen. Oder ist jetzt noch was zum Reden dazu gekommen? Ne. Wenn ihr noch irgendwelche Ideen habt, dann geht raus damit. Bis dahin probiere ich jetzt mal alles bei ihr. Fingerprint analysis is a rare base of modern forensic science. I guess you could put it that way. You two know how to dust footprints on your own now. Make sure to examine anything you find that might have prints on it. Hab ich ja schon. Ich bin mir auch total sicher, dass wir einfach nur noch die Schuhe Wonky zeigen müssen und die medizinischen Dokumente Eldun. Aber warum lässt mich das Spiel das nicht tun? Was habe ich denn jetzt noch übersehen? Hier noch irgendwas übersehen? Seid ihr irgendwo Fingerprints, die ich nicht bemerkt habe? Das Einzige, was mir hier auffällt, ist halt das da, aber das habe ich auch schon untersucht. Also jetzt ein bisschen tarps that were here yesterday are gone. I wonder why detectives can't put them out. Yeah, the only thing they were covering is the ground. Oh, I think I see something there. Print. Print. Ja, das wissen wir ja inzwischen längst. Nein, ich will nicht, dass du den Scheiß verschwinden lässt. Ich will, dass du irgendwas Hilfreiches dazu sagst. Weil ich nicht weiter weiß. Ich guck jetzt nach, sonst kommen wir ja hier nicht weiter. Ich will jetzt nicht hier den ganzen Abend damit verbringen, jedem alle Beweisstücke nochmal zu zeigen, weil ich irgendwas übersehen habe. Die Garage, da war ich auch schon 1000-mal. Hier steht, wir sollen zum Detention Center gehen. Ja, da ist aber niemand. Und Walkies Chart präsentieren. Oh. Okay, das wäre mir, glaube ich, nie aufgefallen. Wobei. Okay. Ja, okay. Ich gucke ja normalerweise nicht gerne sowas nach, aber ich glaube, da hätte ich jetzt noch ewig gebraucht, das zu bemerken. Aber das erklärt wahrscheinlich auch, warum hier noch ein Kreis war. Das hier kann man nämlich auch noch untersuchen. Ich war mir so sicher, dass ich vorhin mehrmals mit der Hand hier durch die Gegend gegangen bin und nichts gesehen habe. This looks like a bullet hole. You can still see the bullet sticking out of it. Why is it in the middle of a safe? Das ist allerdings eine interessante Frage. Warum ist da eine... Vor allem, das muss ja heißen, jemand hat geschossen, nachdem der Safe auf war. Weil der Safe selber hat ja kein Loch. Ich würde auch mal hoffen, dass ein Safe sich nicht so leicht mit einer Kugel aufschießen lässt. Wenn er richtig gut ist. Aber ja, der Safe hat, wie man halt auch sieht, da ist nichts. Aber da ist eine Kugel drin. Also muss ja eigentlich jemand auf den Safe geschossen haben, nachdem der aufgemacht wurde? Oder auf die Person, die den Safe geöffnet hat? Why is it in the middle of the safe? Hey, the bullet came out. The tip is all squished. Not surprising, given that it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. So. Ich nehme mal an, das war das Einzige, das jetzt noch fehlte. Ja, na endlich. Detention Center. Visitor's Room.
Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back. And Daddy's... you again, dude?
Do you always have to announce your entrances like that?
Man, my old man, Man! Now I'm all in a funk, and it's his fault.
One can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson and failed, clearly.
You two got your work cut out for you straight up, dude. Of course, I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go live the G life, man.
Some days, I wonder why I do what I do. Don't we all? So here. Walkie, you don't happen to recognize these, do you?
Hey, sure, dude. I was the one who bought them for her.
Ich hab's gewusst. War ja auch irgendwie klar, ne? For Miss Diala?
Yeah, birthday present, man. She's got mad little feet, man. So cute, man.
So these sandals are hers? Yeah, I kinda had a feeling.
What's up with the funky vibes? Huh, what's that? Some kind of x-ray? Wait.
That's right, Walkie. It's yours.
Hey, look, I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right?
I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look here in particular. Wir haben ja selber noch gar nicht so richtig darauf geguckt, ne? Bullet near hard. Ach so, Nurse oder was? Ja. Walkie Hitaki, Palmaractus, Alita Diala, 19, Bullet near hard. Where it says Nurse, it's signed Alita Diala.
Huh, you always do your homework.
So, you met Miss Diala when you...
Yeah, I met her at the clinic, so...
Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting?
Fine. I'll tell you how we met if you want to know that bad.
Dann lass mal hören. Okay, guilty verdict.
Hey man, you won't see me bugging about 1 or 2 guilty charges.
But what if you're found guilty of murder?
It's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor. They don't give the death penalty, do they?
You didn't really do it, did you?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
If I've learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. What about your father?
Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is.
I heard he wants to leave the mob.
Over my dead body. I spent my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft. Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. The day I get out of the clink, that's the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kentucky family, dude.
Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail for my sake. Okay, Walkie and Alita.
About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure. They came in and got me, hauled me off to the dogs.
Over his dead body is the way to go. The Maractus Clinic?
Yeah, that's where I met her. My fallen angel, dude.
You mean Alita Diala?
She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say, the bad guy always gets the ladies.
Right.
She was done with that clinic anyhow, so I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style, dude. Guess what she said?
What did she say?
Come on, give it some thought. She said real quiet, like on the down low, know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me.
So that was the proposal?
You know it, man, an oath of love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the OP was done and we were out of there. See you later, bye.
About that OP.
Yeah, it didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report, I know it's still in me.
This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said?
Yeah,
Can you imagine? Was ist denn? Wenn sie das mit der Kugel wusste und ihn heiraten wollte, in der Hoffnung, dass er drauf geht und sie irgendwie die Gangster-Sachen erbt, aber sie wird ja eigentlich nichts erben, wenn der Vater und die Mutter noch leben. Aber es könnte natürlich sein, dass sie wegen der Kugel irgendwie gehofft hat, dass er bald drauf geht.
What's the point of living healthy when you're a fucking G, dude? You know what I'm saying?
But didn't you learn about the bullet at that checkup?
Yeah, that's when I knew the doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that cat pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? Incidentally,
Have you ever had a health checkup before?
nah, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gotta get checkups. Cause he's getting older, I mean.
Ist noch irgendwas, was wir Ihnen zeigen können? Ah, das wollte ich nicht. Ja, hatten wir ja schon.
Man, that is so far off the hook, it's off the chain, G.
He seems preoccupied with something else.
Wonder how my Alita's doing, man. I miss her.
Okay. Gibt's hier vielleicht nichts mehr? Können wir jetzt zu Eldun gehen? Ich weiß auch nicht, warum wir immer noch dieses dämliche Handy haben.
Mr. Eldon, we've been looking all over for you.
We have indeed.
What's the matter, Jersey doll? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice.
I suppose he is a doctor still. Mr. Eldon, is everything okay?
I'm just a sniffle, so happy. I just thought of my doctor days were gone for good.
Mr. Aldoon. Mr. Aldoon, could you take a look at this?
Huh? It's a medical chart. Hey, you shouldn't go take these from the clinics.
Why the sudden silence, Mr. Aldoon?
What is going on here?
That's what we want to know. That chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder.
On a trial? It's crazy. You can't put him on a trial. He's ABD.
ABD? About to die? Ne, das wäre ATD. Absolut behindert und doof. Da ist gekauft. ABD?
Oh, but Dad.
Oh, okay.
He's knocking on the pearly gates and someone's about to answer.
Can you tell us why? Holy shit. Daran habe ich mich jetzt nicht erinnert. Holy shit, der sieht aber ganz anders aus.
Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son.
No way. It's like he's a completely different person.
Well, according to this chart, this walkie-talkie fella's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right upside his heart.
That's right.
Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-OP. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see that bullet stuck in there.
How would it still be in there after the operation to remove it?
Well, about the only reason I can think of is it was too tricky to operate on.
What?
That bullet's snug as a bug there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap-up metal's just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side, and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something the average dog would be eager to fiddle with.
You mean?
It took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It would take more than a miracle to take it out. It would take a magician.
I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet.
Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet is on the move. I'd give him another half a year, tops.
But Walkie's operation was already a half year ago.
That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table.
Great. Just great.
How could Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea of how he felt. An emergency operation. He's got the kid to the chest open under the table. Then he finds that bullet. That's a despair right there. Trucy doll. Cold of despair.
Despair?
About the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out.
The Kitakis?
You bet. This kid is their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and walks back on the street living his life. 'cause it's only a matter of time as before his heart hemorrhages and he drops a cold.
How awful.
And which doctor would they take him to? Meractis. He's got enough advice to them. He could have probably covered up the truth of what happened.
That's just horrible. Also hat der Practice sich nicht getraut, die Kugel rauszunehmen, weil es zu gefährlich ist. Aber anstatt dann vielleicht irgendwie Walkie an einen Spezialisten zu verweisen, der das eventuell irgendwie könnte, hat er es einfach nicht gesagt und so getan, als wäre die Kugel raus und sich gedacht, ja, irgendwann krepiert er halt, aber dann vertusche ich die Wahrheit. Das würde ja fast sogar Tiala, wenn sie Walkie tatsächlich gern hat, ein Motiv geben, sich an dem Doktor zu rächen, wenn sie das rausgefunden hat. Andererseits, warum sollte sie sich an ihm rächen, wenn Walkie noch lebt? Das Gesicht, was Trucy jetzt macht, ist ein Handy-Hintergrundbild?
He left Walkie to die. There's a darkness in this world, Trucy Dawn, waiting, hungry. Come prepared to it. These gangs of tough wars are like Kitticus games. When you're up against the real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. I'll take you all the same.
You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Aldoon? You could operate on Walkie, couldn't you?
I wish.
What?
I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even the world.
So Walkie...
He's real lucky to be alive even now.
No. There's one problem. Apollo? This chart. Look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right. This operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is she knew. She knew about Walkie's condition, guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? It doesn't make sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged? What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita Tiala? To be continued, it's jetzt wieder Trial Time.